I just texted Dillon, who is a mentor of mine over at Sel-publishing school. He's also kind of become one of my best friends. He's somebody that I love so much. He's one of the kindest people I've ever known. And he's really, really good at helping people go after any goal, but especially writing and publishing a book. So ask him a favor and we'll see if he's up for it. 1 second, I think here we go. Here's the thing. What Dillon doesn't know is my friend is you, the viewers of this series. And so I hope this has been super helpful, right? To watch me go through this process, writing, editing, formatting, publishing the book now and launching it, as you'll see. But I feel like it'd be so helpful to hear it from someone like Dillon. And I want you to have that opportunity. And so we'll see if he's up for it, and we will kind of get a view into the mind of a publishing strategist at Sel-publishing school, like how this works front to back, not with Taylor's crazy life going on in the background. You can insert your own crazy life later on, but we'll see what he says. Here you go. All right, here we go.
What's up, brother? First off, dude, congratulations on finishing your book. I started reading it. I can't wait to use it as we scale our business, speaking at stages as a company. Thanks for the love you have with my book. The review meant a lot. And I'm super excited that your friend is looking to write a book. So I can kind of give you all the process that I talk to a lot of people about when I'm on strategy calls. And really how I look at it, man, is if they're getting ready to write a book, they got to look at it in 4 pillars, right? And I'm sure you've been doing this, right? So like pillar 1, when they get started, the first thing that they have to do is they have to pre-write their book. A lot of people jump right into writing the book, and then halfway through, they're like, where the hell am I going with this? So the first thing I'd recommend is pre-write the book. Get really clear on 3 things. Number 1, what you're writing about. Number 2, most important, who are you writing the book for? You know, who is the one person that comes to mind that you're writing the book to? Because that's going to help them with the flow and the structure of their writing. It's also going to help them build a launch point for their book and begin to market it. A lot of people try to reach too many people at once with their book, and then nobody picks it up. So what they're writing about, who they're writing the book for, and then finally the third thing is what's the hook, right? So what is the main thing that's going to draw that one reader into reading their book over another book? And the main thing that you want to look at here is what's the problem proposition. So when I wrote The Happiness Gap, I was writing my book to a guy named Joey, fresh out of college, maybe a second job out of college. And the challenge that I wanted to help him solve is what happens when we only focus on external rewards, right? I wanted to show him the importance of focusing on internal values. But if I didn't start with the challenge of just focusing on external rewards, he'd have no reason to keep turning the pages. So that's the third thing. It's the hook and what's your problem proposition. And then you can start outlining your book from there. And that's the last step of pre-writing. Outline your book, outline your chapters, through the mind map process that you've been doing. Then you move to pillar 2. Pillar 2 is just write the book, right? Take everything that you just used for outlining and then just go to work and put your head down and write for the next 30 days. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be in order, just get the book done. One rule, don't edit as you write. That is what you're gonna wanna hire an editor for. So it's okay if it's sloppy, and that's pillar number 2 is just write a sloppy rough draft, right? Then pillar 3 is gonna be book production. So then that's when you focus on making sure you have a good title. That's when you focus on making sure you have a really good cover. I love your cover. That's when you focus on formatting the book, because it's going to be in a Word document or a Google Doc. You're going to want to get that to an ebook format as well as a paperback format, because that's how Amazon works, is you can sell both, but it's got to be formatted for it. And then finally, that's when you focus on editing. So I always recommend outsourcing for that. Sel-publishing school gives people very cheap option for outsourcing for editors, cover designers, and formatters. but you want to make sure your book's pretty and you want to make sure it's going to sell, right? Whoever says don't judge a book by its cover, not talking about books. Very important. Book's pretty. Fourth and final pillar, publishing and launching.
Oh, wait, stop. We gotta pause. This is where we left off last time. I don't know if you remember, I was about to go and do everything that Dillon's gonna explain right now and launch the book. And so I'd love to just kind of go back. I'm gonna show you this firsthand as I went through it, and then we'll jump back into Dillon's explanation. We'll kind of finish that out, okay? So check it out. About to launch my very first book. So we got birthday, trip, New Year's Eve, get the book formatted, build a launch site, shoot the video, launch the book. I got this. Yeah, I got this. See, yeah, I got this. I got it. So, birthday, New Year's Eve. Launch the book. I got this. Yeah, I got it. It's fine. I got it.
Birthday, a trip. I'll shoot the video before I go. I'll buy a present here.
Yeah, I got this. It's fine. Got it. Hey, I'm Taylor MacArthur, and I am about to launch my first book at the end of this month, actually. This book, it's called The Secret of Venmo. It means a lot.
We're in the Garden District. We're just gonna look at some mansions.
Oh, okay. Where? Found the mansion.
We did.
What's it called?
Finally. The Buckner Mansion.
At the airport in New Orleans, and I launched the book this morning. It's New Year's Day, it's 2020, and I was kind of nervous about trying to launch it when we were on a trip, but it worked out. So we've sold about 75 copies so far. It's the #1 new release, and we are still pushing to sell more. So we're on home though, back to Phoenix now. Going down to the mailbox because the copy, the proof of my book is supposed to be here now. And try to get Brooks to come with me, but he didn't want to. He's watching Rescue Heroes. So I'm gonna go get it and bring it back inside and open it. But it's kind of exciting. So this is the proof. It's the author copy for me to make sure that it looks good before I actually start selling the paperback version online. So I've already launched the ebook, sold like 100 copies so far in the past day and a half or whatever. Keep pushing on. All right, let's do it quick. Let's do it quick, hurry. Open it. Nice. That's good. You see it? What else is in there? Oh, it's another one. There's 3 of them. Oh, that's awesome. One of them's for you. Here, this is yours. You don't want it? Thanks, Mom. Cool.
Book's pretty. 4th and final pillar, publishing and launching. So once your book's good to go, you have the right formats from your formatter, you're gonna wanna upload it on Amazon the right way. You're gonna wanna choose your subcategories. Amazon only gives you 2 options. You have a choice of 10. So making sure you get all 10 subcategories and you choose them wisely so you can rank in some easily. And then you also wanna choose your keywords, right? So people know what to search for when they're looking for your book. They're not just trying to type in your book word for word or your name letter for letter. They know exactly how to find your book if they're typing in those main keywords. Success principles would be a keyword. And then as you're doing that, you want to build a launch team. So I always tell people you want to find 100 to 200 people that'll be on your launch team. Use your network, network off of them and use other people. I know a self-publishing school, we kind of give a network of 2,600 authors that you can reach out to. Try to get to 100 to 200 people that'll join your launch team. And when they join the launch team, what you're promising them is that you'll put them in your book, right? And what they promise you is that they'll read the first 25 to 50% of your book. You'll send that to them. And then when you launch your book on Amazon, they're gonna promise that they will purchase your book and then leave an honest review. Because that's what Amazon wants to see. It wants to see purchases and it wants to see reviews. And that's how it's going to continue to bring random people to your book. It's going to say, hey, look at this awesome book that has sold and people have something to say about it. If you can do all 4 of those pillars extremely well, that's how you do a bestseller, man. And then you roll off the momentum with that. So hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions, any other way that I could help out. I'd love to help you or any of the friends that you have, man. Take care. Congrats again. Love you.
Why did I carry this book to the top of that crater here in Honolulu, Hawaii?
Well, just to get your attention so I can give you a free copy. My name's Taylor MacArthur. I'm the author of The Secret.
So, that's it. I published my book. Despite everything that felt like it would derail the whole process at the beginning, from going through a divorce, being a single parent, trying to figure out what I wanted to write about, trying to work and write the book at the same time. Despite all that, I finished and I published it. And I'm so grateful to everyone that helped me get here and actually get this thing done, including you, the people that actually watch this series. So it was one of the biggest things that kept me going. I appreciate your support. I'm so grateful for Self-Publishing School, especially for Chandler Bolt for letting me make this series, for the entire team, for Gary Williams, my coach, who was incredible and walked me through this process step by step, held my hand, made sure that I knew exactly what needed to happen. And then also for the guy that you saw a few minutes ago, Dillon Barr, who has been a friend, a mentor, a guru, whatever you want to call it, to me through thick and thin through this entire process of not only writing the book, but just life, right? And figuring life out and figuring out which direction to go in a lot of different cases. So I'm grateful for all of them. Now, if you're watching this and at any point you've thought, I need to go write my book, I want to invite you to start. Do it. Go write your book. Please write your book. I promise you it will change your entire life. It has changed mine. And as I've gone through this process, a lot has changed, a lot has shifted. But the one thing that stayed constant was this book was going to be a positive influence in my life, and it has been. It's made a huge difference. And so if you want to write a book, Dillon Barr, the amazing publishing strategist, the guy that you saw a few minutes ago, walked through that process. He has offered to do a free call with anybody who watched this series. And he will sit down with you one-on-one and talk to you about your book. And he'll learn about what you're trying to do, and he'll listen to you, and he'll hear about what your goals are and what your idea is. And he will give you his honest opinion, his honest insight into how you should move forward. And he'll give you a step-by-step guide to like, hey, here's what you should do next. So if you want to schedule a breakthrough session with Dillon, then click the link at the bottom of this video. You can go schedule a call with him. He's going to do it for anyone watching this series. It's just for people coming from this. And once again, thank you so much. I'm Taylor MacArthur. This is Self-Publishing Secrets. So grateful that you watched. If you want to get a free copy of my book, The Secret Event Funnel, just for authors, entrepreneurs, speakers, anyone who wants to leverage events to grow their business, you can also go to thesecreteventfunnel.com/freebook and get a free copy as well there. Just pay the shipping and handling and I'll send you a free copy. So thank you again for everything. I'm so grateful. Have a great day, and please go write your book. See ya.